Hello everyone and welcome to Faithful to the Traitors, where we are here to discuss the Traitors UK Series 4 Episode 2. And no, before you ask, we haven't worked out who the secret traitor is yet.
Not for the want of trying.
That's all that people keep asking.
I know, not for the want of trying. We are trying, you know. We've tried contacts. We've even got in touch with Claudia herself, and she's like, nope, tight-lipped, I'm not saying a word.
I am quite worried about the online literacy or media literacy of people, because I've seen comments online where people genuinely think Claudia is the secret traitor.
I've seen a few people say that, and
I'm
I
just
love
like,
it. I'm up for that. I am up for that 100% all day long. Let Claudia be the final
You're one of them,
straw.
are you?
Yeah. I'm the tin hat wearer. I'm getting that tinfoil. I'm fashioning myself a hat tonight. Look, I know it's a silly theory, but it sounds fun.
Other people were saying they thought it was them, like we were going to vote, and it's like, what is going on with people?
Funny you should say that. I was talking only today to someone about that, and they said that their father had said that they thought that we were going to be the ones voting, and it's like, well, that's again could work, but then they have to film live. The traitors exactly as the show went along. It's midnight. Like, but that again, that's not something that could not happen one day.
Live.
It reminded me of that, you know, the episode of The Simpsons, because I like to refer to The Simpsons, when it was Who Shot Mr. Burns, and on the end of episode 1, it's like, who's going to solve this murder? Can you? They felt a bit like that. Because Claudia, the reason people said that is because Claudia was looking directly at the camera.
Anyway, that just, I was
what's
just
wrong
like,
with, do you know what? If you're not hurting anyone,
with dreaming?
Exactly, dream big. And if you can't dream big, there's no point of carrying on. There's no point.
I can say that I've narrowed it down that it's not Ben, James, Maz or Reese though.
Good. Where did you get that?
Or Nettie or
from?
Judy.
I swear it was Nettie. I knew it was Nettie from the beginning. No, I know. So at least we've narrowed a few down now. I feel like if we're going to... Well, before we carry on then, I just need to let you guys know, if you want to get in touch with us with your thoughts and theories, if you want to give us a solid, locked idea of who you think the secret traitor is. If you want to say it's Claudia, but you need to get in touch with us. Alan Cumming?
Yes, from the US Traitors presents.
No, we're not doing crossovers.
That's what I was saying. That's the type of stupid comment we would get. Carry on.
No.
To our lovely listeners.
I hope it's Roger Corser.
Well,
that would be good. Imagine if Roger Corser came out of the curtain and said, "Hi everyone, I am the secret traitor."
With his breathing.
Yeah. If you listened or watched the Australian Traitors, you would understand what we meant by
when he
breathing.
walked around the
he breathed very hard.
He had lung problems.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. It is Roger. It has to be Roger Corser, because every time secret traitor is mentioned, you hear on screen. It's Roger Corser. Roger Corser is the secret traitor.
Breathing into the microphone. You know what? I forgot to mention
it, everyone.
I forgot to mention that last episode. It was annoying me so much on episode 1, and because every time anyone says anything, "Hi, my name's Reese. I went to breakfast today and had a croissant."
Boom.
It's just like, it's like, stop this edit. It's really annoying. It's like, and once you hear it,
you can't unhear
it. It's literally, they play it every 30 seconds. It's like us with our soundboard a few years ago.
I love that soundboard. I feel like we should. You just did it.
They need to get rid of that. The second the secret traitor is revealed, they can stop doing that stupid noise edit. It's so annoying.
But Roger Corser, I'm telling you, Roger Corser, he used to breathe heavily when he used to pick his traitors when he went around the round table. He's the one breathing out, because every time they say secret traitor, he's getting upset and worried. Exactly. So,
you going to read out what
are your thoughts? What are your theories? Let us know what you've been thinking. Always find us on our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2. On there, it's got all the links to our social media, Instagram, TikTok, and also ways you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any of your favorite podcast apps. And you can watch and listen to us on YouTube as well. If you watch or listen to us on Spotify or YouTube, you can comment underneath the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, follow us, and ring the bell.
Especially on YouTube. Loads of people watching this on YouTube, so please subscribe. Because
come on,
it's telling us that a high percentage of people watching and not subscribing. So, yeah.
If you are the secret traitor, subscribe. And as I say, it helps with the podcast, as well as you can go to our Buy Me a Coffee page, buymeacoffee.com/faithful, and on there you can give us a £5 one-off or monthly donation, which helps with the show, just like
Rachel. Is that Rachel the traitor? Is this a little clue that she's won the winnings because she's giving us a gold coin? Maybe.
Oh my god, that's
what's
not.
Rachel's surname?
I feel like we're gonna get a phone call tomorrow.
Love the podcast.
Cease and desist, Alex.
Thank you so much for the entertainment when I walk my dog. Lots of people listen to us while they're walking.
I know. I love that, by the way. So to your dogs.
What breed is it? Is it a beagle? I've been binge watching all the Traitor versions over Christmas and listening to your podcast alongside it. It's been hilarious listening to the Canadian seasons in reverse order and hearing you gradually lose love for Corinne, the host, and then forget her name constantly in series 1.
Yes.
Yeah, that's us.
That's what happened.
Please get producer Charlie some treats. He's worked hard. By the way, I cycle my e-bike to work.
Wow, what a
that's
throwback.
That's a true fan.
That's a true fan. Thank you, Rachel. Very, very well done. Good.
Producer
recall.
Charlie is behind my head.
He is alive.
If you're watching.
He's not. This isn't in memoriam of him.
If you ever watch the video, producer Charlie, he is our cat who produces this podcast. If you want to keep up to date with the law. So there you go.
And the ride the bike to work was something I mentioned in the first series of New Zealand Traitors.
Yes.
And it's still going. Do you ride a bike to work?
All right, let's stop this. I bet Amanda does to our police station.
To the beat of the bill. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm a lesbian.
I know. I can't believe it. Yay!
Attracted to Hugo? No. I'm a lesbian.
And even if I was, I'm a lesbian. I love that they outed Amanda around the round table tonight.
Yeah, I love a good outing on the Traitors. It always
that's what
happens.
you want. You want an outing on the Traitors. If you want to come out and you don't know where to do it on the Traitors.
Right, so we had our first murder.
We did. It was between James, Natty, and Maz.
You wanted James. We thought it was going to be Maz. And it was Natty.
It was Natty, yes. We all thought it was Maz.
The one contestant with a disability. So well done, everyone. You've done it again. She didn't even get to the banishment table, picking up her glass of water, and people were accusing her of using the wrong hand.
She used her right hand, not her left one. She must be a traitor. Yeah, so Natty was voted for because when she gets a theory in her head, she goes hard with it. And it was to the relief of Ross, because Ross is really getting ridden by the fact that the first thing Natty did when she left the car was like, Ross, mate, hey, how you been?
Mutual friends, haven't we?
It's been 15 years. Where have you been? I thought you fell off the planet.
Every time Ross mentions it, he adds like an extra 5 years.
He does.
I think it's been 20 years.
I was a fetus when I first met Nettie.
I have a prediction that Ross is going to be this year. There's going to be a meme of Ross's face reaction at some point during the series, because during the breakfast table, I fell in love with Ross with his little facial expressions. Yeah. I was just like, there's a meme here. And it's going to happen.
Well, I took a picture of a couple and I did post them on some social media.
I didn't even know you did that. So
there you go. So it was the one when he was basically just staring into the void while everyone was talking about him. And they didn't even go to like a secret area to talk about him. They just did it openly round the breakfast table, spoke about how they believe Ross was a traitor because he knew Natty.
It's such a stupid theory. And I know Roxy was mainly pushing that. And I think Roxy was doing it because she was doing anything to save her mum, Judy. But it is such like a stupid thing. It's like, well, so what? Like, you've got a connection, so
but
it doesn't mean you're a traitor, but you're a traitor. And it's like, well,
it's always the most tenuous things you can find. But to be fair, there was a link there. It does, and Ross didn't help his cause by then saying at the round table later that he was relieved that Natty had been murdered.
Selfishly relieved.
Been ready. Yeah, and everyone was like, "You were relieved. You were happy that someone." Yeah,
right, Ross.
But if it hadn't been for such a persuasive argument by Sam, which we'll get to very soon, I think Ross's time was up. But,
yes.
But no, he did survive it. But my goodness, he made it harder on himself. He over-explained everything. Ellie, the psychiatrist.
New favourite of mine.
I love a psychiatrist on the show.
She's calm and collected. Possible traitor. There was a lot of them with her this episode. There was a lot of...
That's because Roger Corser fancies her.
Well...
Roger Corser was... Well, let's not say what he's doing behind that curtain over Ellie. We're doing into a territory which we should not get into.
Don't say we. I didn't say nothing like that.
But no, Ross was proper like backtracking, forward tracking, covering his back, making up stuff, saying things that didn't exist. He was just coming up with so much nonsense just to kind of make it sound like that him and Nettie, weren't that close. No. And they weren't that. But the point was that they weren't that close.
She was in... Yeah. She was in love.
She was in love, as we said.
We thought that got away.
We thought it was a blossoming relationship, and obviously Nettie remembered that romantic dinner for two.
Did you also find it funny that Roxy was the one being like, well, you had a connection, so it's an advantage, and it's like, you're the one with your mum on the show. you little witch.
Yeah, but, wow, you witch. Yeah, but Roxy was playing it very cool.
I know she was, but
Very cool.
that is like, it's so like in your face, like, come on, you're the one. But although there's rumours that everyone has a connection.
Well, right, so let's talk about that then, shall we? That picture of the family tree was one of the very first establishing early shots of when they first got to the castle. And everyone's saying that somehow everyone is linked. Now, I would like to know if people are aware of these links, because obviously Ross and Nettie weren't aware of this. Well, they weren't aware that they were going to be on the show together.
Apparently, the producers have said they didn't know that they were friends.
Oh, so they
booked them.
didn't know
so
that.
So it was... Believe Ross. He was as surprised as... The producers were as surprised as Ross was.
Poor Ross.
It's going to be the UK series of You, isn't it? And Nettie's going to be playing Joe. I've been looking outside your apartment, Ross, for 15 years. And now we're on the same game show together.
In the basement of the castle, there's a big plastic box. And she's going to have like loads of cameras set up and watching Ross just kind of desperately in a ring.
So if that rumour that everyone is linked, that isn't... Well, if it is one of the links, it wasn't on purpose by the producers, an accident. So there could be a second link. Let me just
say that there's Latin.
There's
Latin. There's a language called Latin.
Did you go to private school? Did you?
I did.
What does it say?
And underneath the... I won't be able to find it now. This is going to annoy me as heck. Underneath the picture of the family tree, there's the Latin pictures.
Yes.
The Latin language says something. Here we go. Someone translated it. And it translates to, among intimate friends... lurks spears most hidden. Beware lest your treachery be the cause of your downfall and ruin.
That's just about the secret traitor, though, isn't it? To me, in my schooling, upbringing, and my
when you learnt Latin,
my taking on the Latin
when you're conjugating the verbs
and working out what the hidden meaning is there. There's traitors, but watch out because there's something else.
There's another one
the secret. So
behind a red cloak.
But the family tree thing is it's like an odd prop. So.
I don't know.
Do you want to do some random guessing about who's related to who? Are Amanda and Jade secretly lesbian couple who hate each other?
Maybe Amanda's lying and Amanda and Hugo are married and she's not lesbian.
We've seen that before very recently.
Yeah. Jade and Jessie could be sisters. I could see that.
Yes, gaming sisters. They look like gamers.
Harriet and Fiona I could see as siblings.
I'm still on my thing that Harriet's the secret traitor, by the way, from episode 1. I'm doubling down on Harriet.
Harriet is your secret traitor?
Yep.
Traitor. God, it's traitor now. Secret Santa, secret traitor.
I think that Fiona and Reese are related, even though they have different accents. He's always buzzing around her and making sure she's okay, like after missions and things, and like guiding her around hallways so she doesn't bump into furniture and things.
I mean, they could be...
And they've both got blonde hair.
What was said about Fiona today? They said that Fiona is very confident. The two traitors who are actually putting some effort into finding this secret traitor, which is Rachel and Stephen, they've thrown out a few names now. They've put out Judy, but obviously that's moot point now. They put out Amanda and they put out Fiona. They also said Sam at one point because Sam was speaking behind Roxy's back.
I still think it's a woman.
Well, which is also solidified by the fact that the traitor shortlist, Maz is on it again, by the way. I mean, there's something about Maz.
He's really upset someone.
But it's 3 men, Ben, Reese and Maz. So they were instantly like, it has to be a woman. Women love getting rid of the men early on.
Fiona does seem obvious still. 2 episodes in, it's still obvious. But then I feel like if she is, then that's a really stupid editing choice.
She came into the breakfast table wearing a red cardigan. She told Reese that she's wearing red knickers.
Aren't we all?
Reese was
one of us is. I don't know which one is. Although you're in red right now. So
I am Little Red Riding Hood.
You're being a bit obvious.
I am Fiona. Yes. I'd take off my mask like Scooby-Doo. I would have got away with it too.
And she does sit and listen a lot, Fiona. She doesn't talk much. But I'm still on Harriet. Harriet, at the round table, the banishment, was sat next to Rachel. And Rachel said something along the lines of, if I was a traitor, I would have done this. And if you watch Harriet, because obviously Harriet knows that she is a traitor. And I think Harriet was taken back by how easily and how well Rachel was able to lie. Did
you notice Harriet also backed up Stephen as well? Stephen said that before Nettie was murdered, that she suspected Judy. Judy was like, well, yeah, I'm sure that happened. I didn't even speak to her. Stephen was a bit off the back, suddenly flustered. And Harriet then said, no, I heard that too. I heard her say that too.
And they didn't show it really quickly, but Harriet's handwriting was swirly-whirly.
Swirly-whirly.
So
that's what we're looking for.
I feel like it's the same handwriting as on the letters.
She's the curly-whirly killer. Harriet is the curly-whirly secret traitor killer. I'm telling you.
Amanda's handwriting was very blunt and straight. Unlike her. So
Amanda's
it's
very
not her.
blunt and straight.
Yeah,
I'm a lesbian.
Her handwriting. So it's not her. I think I'm sticking with Harriet. I'm very confident with my choice.
Well, I still think it's Ben with his sloth-like claws, and that what he does is he dips the ink into the end of the claw, and he then he fingers it round.
Ben had a bit of energy at the end of the night, didn't he?
Ben was fuming. Well, let's talk about Sam then. So Sam had this very influential prospect to everyone, which was he wanted everyone to go for Judy, and he was adamant that everyone was going to go for Judy anyway. And as the votes,
you're probably
as the votes show, they did. But he also mistakenly, not knowing that Roxy is obviously the daughter of Ruby, Judy, that he said that if you don't go for her, I'm going to just think you're a traitor. But he was very blunt about it too, almost forcefully blunt.
See, what I would have replied to, I would have said, Sam, what if she's a faithful then? You can't blame me then because I was right and you were wrong, so I'm going to suspect you if she's a faithful.
Well, and then this is what happened. So Judy stood at the front of the room, did her presentation, said she was a faithful, went away, and the very first thing Roxy said was, "You should have all played your own game. You were all influenced by people." She didn't directly say Sam's name, but you knew that it was pretty much insinuated she was talking about Sam. Rachel then backed up Roxy. Rachel then said, "Yeah, you're right. We should be playing our own game. Why are we listening to other people? Why are we letting people whisper in our ears ideas?" Because Sam and Rachel had that kind of conversation, and Rachel was the one who then told Roxy later. So I wonder if Rachel thinks that Roxy, although it's not been said out loud, is the secret traitor, and so she's deliberately feeding information to Roxy.
It's interesting as well watching the traitors theorize who a traitor is.
I love
that
it.
was like
well, not all of them. Hugo's just there for
He's
making really bad jokes. Oh my god, his jokes are so like you can tell he's told them 100 times. It's like, oh, you're a barrister. No, I don't. I just make coffee. Ha ha ha. Hugo, you're on a fine line, my friend. A fine line.
I've changed my tune on James as well. I liked him more this episode.
I like James this episode too.
Interesting how an edit can really quickly change you up. The game. Again, Ross, he upset everyone at breakfast and then he was like, well, I'm going to go sit on this chariot and have a shield.
Oh, yes.
So it's like, well, Ross, what are you doing here? Because you're very tall, you're very muscly, and now these poor people, there's 4 pensioners pushing you up a hill.
Yes. And he had the audacity to then complain when, who was it? It was poor old Judy was complaining about feeling a bit tired and a bit exhausted. And he was like, oh, for God's sake, she's a traitor.
I'm using my forearm muscle.
Yeah, she's definitely a traitor. Look at her just standing there doing nothing. It's like, oh, shut up, Ross.
Yeah, that didn't help. There was also a big mistake when we were yelling at the TV because you could get a coin and you could change places with people who had a shield. And they got the coin, announced it straight away, used it straight away, and it's like, why are you doing that?
Why didn't you keep it to the very end? Because like right before you got to the finish line, you could have said, I have a coin.
Yeah, swap, and no one else can take it away from me.
This was almost Amanda's undoing, actually, because Amanda got the second coin, decided to swap it with James, then realised or felt like she'd made a mistake by choosing James. But James was adamant that he didn't. He's like Tigger. He needed to do some bouncing.
Yeah, he needed to get off.
He needed to do some running around.
I think Amanda, to her credit, I think she was thinking like we were. She was thinking, actually, I'm going to use this later. But she kind of felt like she was forced into using it by James.
But unfortunately for Amanda, we have and it happens every series, ladies and gentlemen. Every series.
Yes.
The two faithful who hate each other and will find a way to vote each other off. Cha-cha-cha. Yeah. Jade and Amanda.
But it normally means that they stay in for ages because they're just battling each other throughout the whole thing. The traitors don't kill them because they think, well, they're going to banish themselves eventually. So Amanda and Jade are locked in.
I say they're faithful. We don't know that actually for an actual fact, but it happens every series. Two faithful, just there's nothing. It's got nothing to do with them. Actually, they genuinely believe if they're traitors or not. They just decide they don't like each other.
Yeah.
And it started with Amanda in the car saying, "Look, Jade, I'm going to be honest with you, but when I took my blindfold off and I looked directly at you at 12 o'clock, you were right in front of me. You looked a bit nervous." She was like, "How dare you? How dare you suspect that in front of a car of people?" I was in a hot room. I was anxious.
I can't control my body. And then Jade started talking to people about Amanda, and it's just like, oh, it's going on.
Well, see, this is where Jade fluffed up a little bit here, because Jade then started being a bit like bitchy about Amanda. Amanda wasn't bitchy about Jade, and she was very forthcoming with telling her theory. And you know, Jade defended herself. That was the end of it in the car. Okay, yes, she could have done it maybe privately, not in front of two other people. I forget who she did it in front of now, but it was in front of Amanda. Yeah, it was Stephen and Sam or something along
like
those
that.
lines.
Doesn't matter.
But anyway,
Some man.
but some men. But Jade was being a bitch, and so she was basically being bitchy.
You have to say witch, like I
she was
said
being
earlier.
a witch. She was being a witchy bitch, and she was talking about Amanda behind her back, which then got Amanda's back up because Amanda was then instantly on the back foot, basically having to defend herself. But she did a really good job, and that's when the chariot thing came up because she said, "You're blaming me for this on the chariot, and as
This is
James
what I
can
did."
back up."
Yeah.
This is what happened, and you were only like 10 yards away from me, and you know this had happened, and you could see Jade kind of like life suck away from her face.
Can't vote
It's
for
like,
her
yeah,
then.
now I can't vote for
I
her.
have to vote for Judy.
But Amanda did vote for Jade. Jade
well.
didn't vote for Judy though. To be
How
fair,
it goes. But I like how many baddies there are. Amanda's a baddie, Jade's a baddie. Judy came in and went straight up to Sam and was like eating nuts in front of him in the kitchen. She was literally saying,
great, wasn't
"So
it?
you've been talking about me, have you? Because I'm ready for you."
I'm ready for you.
I was like, yes. So I love all these baddies on there. I love it. Rachel's really good as well. And Roxy's really good.
Well, I think you need to be attacking. You need to be ready to fight
love
your
it.
cause. And if you go there, snibbering, being upset and crying and kind of like, "Oh, people are going to talk about me. I don't want to." Ross and Amanda and everyone and Judy went in there ready to fight. And even though Judy didn't do a good enough argument against people voting for her, she at least tried, and that's all you can ask for.
I think Judy's problem was a lot of people were turning to her and blaming her, and she did quite a good way of defending herself and just saying, "Listen, I'm faithful," but she didn't then give enough of a reason for people to not vote her and to vote someone else. There wasn't really anyone else apart from Ross, and she didn't really say that. She said,
"No,
I'm just a faithful," and it's like, you need to give out a name. She should have pushed for Ross if she wanted to survive and said, "Well, you should vote for him instead."
When you say this, though, if someone accuses you, like, so Sam basically was the one at the front saying it's you, Judy. You do not, because it looks so obvious.
Yeah, then say
well, then I think it's you, Sam, because then it just looks so obvious. But no, Ross had a lot of heat on him, to be fair, and it was Ross.
I think she could have swayed some votes over to him if she tried a bit harder.
100% she could have, because look at Ben. Ben said like I was going to go for Ross, and I got convinced by Sam, presumably, to then go for Judy. Reese called out Ross at the round table, Ross and Adam actually, by saying that they are. They're both coming up with the same names all the time. Like when they were having conversations straight after the breakfast, Ross and Adam both said the same two names, and they almost did it like, "Oh, what a coincidence, we both think the same way." And Reese said, "That looks suspicious. That looks like two people who've talked somewhere else."
People keep thinking Ross is getting his lines wrong, and like that was another example because he said, "Oh, I think he said it was Amanda and who was it? The two people Adam and Ross said, Amanda and someone." And he said it
was Hugo and Amanda.
And he's like, because you don't talk to each other.
Yes.
And then Adam was like, I thought it was those two because they were always talking to each other. And it's like,
yeah.
So I kind of get where they're going with that, where maybe they're two traitors who aren't really very aligned with each other.
I get that, but actually, this is a perfect example.
But Amanda's a lesbian. So
Amanda's a lesbian, ladies and gentlemen.
Rip up that theory.
Reese is a perfect example of being like almost like in the middle of two conflicting ways where people can be convinced that they're traitors. There's Amanda and Hugo because they don't talk enough to each other, and then there's Ross and Adam because they're talking too much to each other. It's like, oh my god,
can't win.
Where's the balance? Where's
what about
the balance?
that little hint when they were looking at the family tree and Amanda said, "Oh yeah, Reese is my son." Ha ha ha.
Yes, that was in front of Rachel.
Yeah, Rachel,
wasn't it? Because that's where Rachel started going like, "Oh, Amanda's a sneaky witch."
Rachel was doing the traitor hunting. She's trying to find out who the secret traitor is and trying to befriend them.
So Stephen's doing it in a kind of like sit back and watch way, while Rachel's doing it in a very talk to people and find out what their kicks are, what makes them tick. Well, like I say, Hugo's not really doing much at all. Hugo's still playing the game of traitors as a traitor in what the past 3 series has been. So he always doing is like, Hugo is, for me, and please tell me I'm wrong, but for me, Hugo is coasting being a traitor. He wanted to be a traitor because he thought he could coast his way to the final.
That might be the safer way.
Well,
you need to get him and his wife to the final
there's
together.
None of their 3 names have come up just yet, but I still stand and I still believe that Hugo will be the one to make the first mistake.
Okay.
And I don't think Stephen and Rachel will care about
Hugo.
Yeah, I really don't.
Bless him.
In fact, I think that they've got to the point now where they said it in the turret, where Stephen and Rachel actually admire and want the secret traitor to join them. And if it means getting rid of Hugo to do it, I think they'd be happy to do it, yeah.
Right, before we go then, we've got to honour the dead.
What's your name and where do you come from?
Who are we going first? Nettie.
Nettie. I keep calling her Natty for some reason.
I keep calling her Nattie too. It's really weird.
Oh, Glasgow.
Oh,
Just down the road.
Not London.
We can get her on the podcast. Age 42, nursery school teacher.
She'll love you for that.
What? Get her on the podcast?
No, telling her age.
Oh, she loves it. Well, she met Ross 20 years ago, so she's got to be at least...
How old's Ross, just out of interest? Because we've kind of been saying that like they're secretly dating.
37.
Oh, okay. God, Ross looks good for 37, doesn't he?
So does Maz. He's like 60 and he looks 40.
Not to say you don't look good, Nettie.
Yeah,
oh my
Nettie looks
God.
good as well.
Nettie looks outstanding.
But that's just obvious.
For 42. Nettie's the same age as me.
Right. Question. If you're a traitor, how do you think you'll feel?
Is this to me or is this what they posed to Nettie?
This is what they posed to Nettie. Good. I think I want to be a traitor. You just have more fun seeing the whole picture, and having that little extra bit of knowledge makes the game a little bit more interesting. So I'm hoping I can be a traitor. Well, that's not the case this year because the traitors don't know much, do they?
Well, it's also not the case because you weren't the traitor.
No.
So you will never know in any...
I always feel sad for the first one murdered. I don't know why. I feel it's unfair.
Yeah, it feels like they've not had a game.
I just know that if it was me, I'd be so annoyed that I bothered going. Like, do you know what I mean? Like the suitcase and the outfits. And
and you've got yourself all built up to do it.
I'd be so annoyed. Like, I came all this bloody way.
I've done all this effort. I've been anxious for about a week, and now I'm going out in the first night.
Murder as well. Like, you can't even make like a 15 minutes of fame after, really, unless you're really...
Well, I mean, there's been some instances when people have been just as big after they finished, after being evicted the first time.
Is there?
There has. I think you know who I'm talking about.
Okay. I don't know who you're talking about. No idea.
Canada Series 1.
Series 2? No, I don't know.
We always forget what series... Chris. We're looking at you, Chris. We're talking about you, Chris. We're rubbing your ego, Chris.
It's like the woman who went last year first. She was amazing. And now where's she gone? She's disappeared from the ether.
Well, we have said in the past...
What's her name? Yin? I think her name was Yin.
Oh my God, I forgot about Yin. She was outstanding. Oh, she was nutty.
I can't wait for Series 22 to finish.
I was about to say,
we just have 22 of the people who went out first. It's what was needed.
22, the first murdered.
Yeah, it's only
come back from the dead.
Right. Yes. Judy.
What's your name and where do you come from?
60 years old? God. All these 60-year-olds look so young now.
I know.
What's going on?
If you watch old footage from like BBC Archive of like 50-year-olds and they've gone out in the market and they've done a like a question to them in the BBC News, and it's like 1950s, like, so where would you get your soap from? And they're like, yeah, well, let's get my soap. And they look so... Oh, anyway, go on.
Well, there was a thing when Jim Branning on EastEnders was in it. Jack Branning's the same age as Jim Branning was when he was first in it. And look how different they look.
But you have to remember, June Branning played an older character. Oh,
Jim and Jack, they're the same age.
Oh, wow.
Yes, see? You are shocked. Right.
But Jim did box, don't forget.
So did Jack.
Did he? I thought...
No, I don't know.
No, don't really care.
Shush.
Okay. This isn't EastEnders law, no.
Right. Do you think you'll be good at the missions, and what strengths do you think you'll have in those? You can answer this one.
Okay, you might think I'm getting on a bit, but I'm not. I'm going to get myself in 40. There. Oh, gosh.
She's going to dig herself in.
I want a challenge. My husband said... Oh, she's not lesbian. What if they do a challenge with a helicopter? I'm not great with heights. Whatever the missions might be, I'll just have to throw myself into them. Of course I will.
I love Judy.
I love that her husband's first thought was, Papa, there's a helicopter.
Well, they do like a helicopter. The husband obviously thought Judy was going to the final because they only do helicopters in the final. So he had high hopes.
I'm sad that Judy hasn't made it to the final.
Well, I liked her. I thought she would have, and I like Nettie too.
Me too.
I can say that about everyone.
Taken away from us far too early. But then that's probably a good thing because sometimes when you get to know people a bit more...
That's true. Episode 3, we're going to hate James again.
Yeah.
We're going to hate Reese.
Well, I'm angry at Sam right now.
Yeah, lots of people are anti-Sam. But...
I'm very angry at Sam because Sam bullied people. I'm sorry, Sam bullied Roxy, tried to bully Roxy into voting the way he wanted to vote, and he was clearly adamant that he wanted people to vote that way. And it kind of makes him actually look like the secret traitor. It really made him stand out. So anyway, so yeah, I'm not angry with Sam. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed with you, Sam, because I thought you would be good. When in episode 1, the way you were talking, I thought, this is a good game player. And I think you've approached it the wrong way.
He's an account manager. That's what you expect.
All he thinks about is numbers and calculators.
Right. So theory from yesterday or last episode, we think episode 3 is when the red traitor is going to be revealed because there's an extra 15 minutes on the episode and no one knows why.
No.
So that's what we're assuming.
Other than just to fill time, maybe.
And I'm still going Harriet. What's your possibly final thought of it?
Oh, so many. I think it's going to be Fiona or Sam. I think after tonight's episode, it really... or Ross. I think Ross might be one too.
No.
He's
too innocent. His face is too sad.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's tricky to know. But I just want to say that roundtable tonight was lovely and it was worth waiting for. I was a bit disappointed in episode 1 there was no roundtable.
Yeah, you really get to know what people are made of when they do the first roundtable.
Absolutely.
And you see a lot of people in a lot of different lights. So yeah, good. Good. Very excited
for tomorrow's episode. As always, if you want to keep up to date with what we're up to, go to our Linktree, linktr.ee/faithful2, and on there it's got all the links to our social media, how you can watch us on Spotify, YouTube, or listen to us on any of your favourite podcast apps, including Apple Podcasts. Please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, follow us, do all the things that makes us grow as a podcast. If you do want to get in touch with us, you can comment even underneath the video or get in touch with us directly on the social media links I've given you. And of course, if you like the podcast and you want to help us monetarily, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful, and on there you can give us a £5 one-off or monthly donation, which helps with the show. Awesome.
That's right. And we'll read out whatever you write. So it's worth it.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. I used to be really hot on that.
It's okay.
If you send us a message on Buy Me a Coffee, we guarantee to read out your comment.
No matter what it says.
No matter, within reason. We've had to beep out ones before.
True. And don't put any spoilers in it. Right. We will see you tomorrow for episode 3. Goodbye.